Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Swarthy One. We're here right now doing a video for you guys on the fight that we just watched. Teomifo Lopez versus George Kambosos Jr. And Kambosos Jr. has won the fight. He is now the unified WBC, IBF, WBA. He would be the WBC Ring Magazine champion. Well, he just beat Teomifo Lopez, who just recently beat Vasily Lomachenko. So my thoughts on it is it was a great fight. Great fight. Both men went down. Teomifo went down in the first round, and Lopez went, and then Kambosos went down in the 9th or 10th round. So, wow, what a fight! I felt like Teomifo did not come prepared for this fight mentally. Excuse me. I believe that his head was somewhere totally else, totally different. His hunger was not there. That's what I think. I think George Kambosos was more hungry for this fight. Both men were undefeated. I feel that Teomifo could have easily won this fight, but he just wasn't prepared mentally. And as a boxer, or as a fighter, or as anything that you do, you have to be prepared mentally for it, and he was not prepared for it. Kambosos was more mentally prepared and more hungry for this fight. Teomifo made all kind of excuses, and he made excuses before the fight, and I know some other channels out there did some things about it, put some things on YouTube about it, which is true. So he can make all kind of excuses he wants, but he still wasn't mentally prepared for this fight, and maybe it's something that he doesn't want to do now. I don't know. He's probably going to move up to 140 because that's probably where he wants to be. He mentioned he was weight drained and stuff like that. There's still no excuses. And now I see a fight between Devin Haney and George Kambosos coming up next. They both are going to be fighting, they'll be fighting around the same time, and that'll be a great fight. It'll be a great opportunity for Devin Haney to become unified at 135. But he still got to get through Kambosos, Kambosos is a great fighter. I saw Kambosos get tired in the fight, and then Lopez was tired as well. That's why he couldn't, finish the job. But that's the next fight that's going to happen. Devin Haney versus George Kambosos, and it'll be unification at 135. Teofimo's probably going to take some time off, and he's probably going to move to the 140, and he has to deal with his loss. I didn't expect Teomifo Lopez to lose like that, but he did. They accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, but that was all on Teomifo Lopez. He was not focused. He was not focused for the fight as well. I don't even think he wanted to fight. I really don't think he wanted to fight. Still a good fight. It's great for boxing though. This is boxing though. It could have went either way. It was a split decision, but Kambosos did win. I think well, I don't know. Like I said, it could have went either way, but this is the first fight that I've ever seen Teomifo Lopez get beat up like he did. He was busted up all over. And I think that was one of the reasons why the judges picked Kambosos, because Kambosos was beat up as well, but his energy level was so much higher. Like, he really wanted to fight. Teomifo didn't really want to be there. You see him at the end doing his asthma thing and stuff like that. So Teomifo, he'll move up to 140. If he gets refocused, he will be champion again at 140. But this is a great segue to a fight between Devin Haney and, assuming that Devin Haney can get through JoJo Diaz. But I think Devin Haney is focused right now. He's more hungry. So I think he's going to walk through JoJo Diaz and destroy him. And then get that fight with Kambosos to see, who will be undisputed at 135. I'm really looking forward to the fights that are coming up, and I just mentioned them. We got the guys, bantamweights are going to be they're all going to be fighting, and this is Nuni Dodonaire, Casamayor, and the Monster Inoue. So there's going to be some big fights coming up in 2022 between those guys. In my opinion, I think Inoue wants to fight with Casemiro. After he fights Casemiro, if he wins, he's going to move up probably 2 weight divisions to featherweight. Maybe to face the Japanese guy that just won. I don't know. But, man, that's crazy. It's a good fight, though. Like I said, Teomifo wasn't focused well. And it could be, another chance for Lomachenko. I mean, think about it. Lomachenko wins. Devin Haney wins. Devin Haney gets to fight with Kambosos. Lomachenko fights somebody else. And then Lomachenko gets to fight Devin Haney. Because Devin Haney is probably going to stay at 135 for a minute. Especially if he gets that unification fight. Wow. I'm just amazed. But like I said, I wasn't going to watch the fight. But I decided to watch it. And it was a good fight. And, hats off to both men. And like I said, I just think Kambosos was more focused for that fight. He was more determined. I mean, he knocked Lopez down in the first round, and Lopez was not supposed to do that. He didn't follow the game plan, and he was very emotional. He didn't control his emotions, and that's why he lost. So just like, I don't know if Lopez is going to even be the same after this fight. Like I said, he's best bet to get his composure together, to get himself back, and move up to 140 and see what he can do there. Because there's opposition at 140, but he can beat all those guys at 140 easily. Yeah, I just want to put my 2 cents in for this fight. I know there's going to be all kind of, YouTube stuff coming out. But, this is UTR boxing, baby. The swarthy one, under the radar. And we're doing our... Where did that come out? Oh, and we're doing our thing here. You know what I mean? We're doing our thing there, so... Long live and prosper. So that's just my thoughts on the fight, and we got a lot of fights coming up at the end of the year that's gonna pave the way for next year as well. So I'm looking forward to those. I like Inoue. I like the way he boxes. He's a great boxer. He's disciplined. He's focused, and he doesn't have very many distractions. So I think he may be the one that can tie or break Manny Pacquiao's record. I do want to comment on a video that Rummy's Corner did about the new about the sanctioning belts, and I just wanted to say that so they made a new weight division between cruiserweight, between lightweight and heavyweight called bruiserweight, I think. And I think this is just a ploy for Canelo to be 6th division world champion. That's what I think. I mean, that's what I really believe, and that's probably what's going to happen. Because think about it, Canelo wins at cruiserweight, and then he can just move up to bruiserweight, and he can be 6th division world champion easily. That's probably what's going to happen in the next future, anyway. But yeah, man, great fight. Damn, Teomifo, you messed it up, but that's okay. But that means that any fights between him and Haney is off. Fights between him and Tank could probably happen, but he would have to get a belt at 140 in order for Tank to fight him. If he doesn't get a belt at 140, Tank's not going to fight him. You know what I mean? But he's got enough clout to pull a fight. He's be at 140 for a championship fight. Otherwise, Tank is not going to fight him. Excuse me. It's been a long day. But anyway, that's what it is, though, man. That is what it is, man. So one of the 4 kings fall. We don't know what Ryan Garcia is going to do. Ryan Garcia is scared to get in their fight, which he should be, because you see what happens when you're not focused. When you're not focused and you're not really into it, you lose. Not because you're not skilled enough, and you're not talented enough, and you don't have all the the necessary abilities. It's just that you're not mentally focused, and Ryan Garcia knows that. So this is why Ryan Garcia is stepping back, because he knows he's not focused. He's not mentally focused going there and winning these fights, which is smart by him, because he doesn't want to take a loss. So he's just gonna bye and wait his time. Maybe he matures more and he gets focused. I mean, Teofimo's only 24 years old, so it was good that he took his first loss now. And then he can get refocused and come back and be a champion at 140, possibly 147 and stuff like that. Now, other thoughts I want to talk about briefly: Spence versus Crawford. This is the fight that they're talking about. I believe personally that Spence will beat Crawford because I believe that Spence is the truth like he say he is. I love the way Spence fights. I love the way Crawford fights. I see the way Crawford is a great counter puncher and he has tremendous power. I just think who's ever more focused is going to win that fight. And I think Spence, if he can get that focus that he had before, which I think he does, I believe that Spence is like 90% focused. Terrence Crawford is always 100% focused. But if Spence gets totally focused, I think he will beat Crawford in a fight that may happen as well. And that's a fight we want to see. And I think we're going to get that fight, 2022. As far as Keith Thurman, maybe we might get a fight because you got to think about it. Keith Thurman wants to tune. Here it is. Keith Thurman wants a tune-up fight before he fights Crawford. Spence doesn't want a tune-up fight, but if Thurman fights Crawford, Spence will get his tune-up fight, which will be the fight that he needs, I believe, to get back 100% focus. Thurman versus Crawford. Crawford beats Thurman. I think Crawford beats Thurman all day, every day. Now, if Thurman gets a tune-up fight, then it might be a different story. Spence may want to fight Crawford. I don't know. We don't know how that works, but we'll see. You know how, what did they say? Errol will see Spence. So, a great fight tonight. It was my daughter's birthday. Good surprise. It was an awesome fight. And you guys take it easy. I'm out. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this. Actually, it's Sunday now. So I'm going to start my Sunday by celebration. All right, well, you guys take care. This is the Swarthy one for UTR Boxing. Like, subscribe, whatever else you're supposed to do to the channel. I don't know. I'm out. Peace. I'm in your face, bitch!